Okay, so today we're going to identify regular and irregular polygons. So by the end of the lesson you should be able to sketch and measure and use your shape knowledge to identify regular and irregular polygons and use your reasoning skills as well. So before we go any further, let's just look at all of these shapes below. Okay, so we have a square, we have a triangle, right angle triangle, we have a pentagon, and we have a equilateral triangle. Okay, this one's equilateral because all the sides are the same length, all the angles are the same length. Okay, so they're all polygons. Okay, remember what a polygon is? A polygon is a three or more sided shape where all the lines are straight. Okay, it cannot have any curved lines whatsoever. Okay, so that is the definition of a polygon. So this question asks us, okay, measure the sides and angles in the shapes below. Which one doesn't belong? Explain your answer. Okay, so on Seesaw you will have a ruler and a protractor if you need it today. Okay, so here's my ruler. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is measure the sides of this square. Remember, with our rulers we start at 0. Trying to move mine to 0, there it is. Okay, and I can see that the square, okay, measures 4 centimeters. Now, if I turn my ruler around, okay, and measure this side here, again, it equals 4 centimeters. And if I'm just going to turn it upside down here, okay, again, line it up, and it measures 4 centimeters. Same with the other side. Okay, so all these sides measure 4 centimeters. They are all the same. Now the triangle, right angle triangle, it's right angle, it's got one right angle. That side is 4 centimeters. This side I can see is about 5.5, and this side is 4. So all those sides are not the same length. This pentagon, each side is 3 centimeters, I think. Just check. Oopsie, don't want everything moving. Okay, it's about just under 3 centimeters for each one of those. Sorry, just under 3 centimeters. Okay, but all those sides are the same. And for my equilateral triangle here, at 4.5. Yep, 4.5 and 4.5. So the odd one out here, okay, is this right angle triangle. It's an odd one out because it only has 2 sides at the same length, where all of these ones, all the lengths are the same size. And if I measured the angles, I'm not going to do that on this video, but if I measured the angles with my protractor here, okay, I know, because I looked at this question already, that all these angles are the same. A square has 4 right angles, this has 1 right angle, and those 2 angles are going to be different. All of these angles are going to be the same as they are on the equilateral triangle. So what we're getting at is the fact that the square, erase things very quickly. Okay, our square is a regular polygon. Okay, so what does that mean? It means all the sides and all the angles are the same. So that's regular. Our pentagon is regular and our equilateral is regular. Okay, whereas this one is irregular because all the sides are not the same length and the angles are not the same either. Okay, so this one says shade in the irregular polygon. This is the vocabulary we need to know. Okay, regular, all the angles and all the sides are the same. Okay, so I know that it's not going to be the square, and this is another square here just turned on its side, so I would shade in this rectangle. Why? Because these 2 sides are the same, these 2 sides are the same, but they're not all the same. It's irregular. Okay, again, shade in the irregular polygon. Okay, I can see that this is an equilateral triangle. I could measure the sides and the angles just to make sure. This is also an equilateral triangle. as is this one. So they're all regular polygons. This one is irregular. I can see that the sides are not the same length and the angles are different as well. Okay, so shade in the irregular polygon here. Okay, it's quite easy to see that this one would be the irregular one. Now this one tells me to shade in the regular polygon. So I'm looking for a polygon where all the sides are the same length and all the angles are the same. It's quite obvious that this one would be the regular polygon. Okay, are the following statements sometimes, always, or never true? A square is a regular polygon. So is that sometimes, always, or never? Okay, we know that a square is a square because it is a regular polygon, okay? So it's always. A triangle is an irregular polygon. Well, if it was an equilateral triangle, it would be regular, okay? But if it's an isosceles triangle or a right angle triangle, it is irregular. So we're going to put S for sometimes on this one. Irregular polygons have more angles than sides. Is that true or false? Or sometimes? I think it is never true. Okay, because whenever you have two sides that meet, you're going to create an angle. Okay, so try and complete all the questions today on Seesaw.